Hi, I'm Charlotta and this is the School of Pattern Cutting. This is another tutorial for our series on sleeves. So we've already learned a puffed sleeve, a super puffed sleeve and a normal flared sleeve, which is this one. But I thought I'd show you in this video how to increase the flare of your sleeve. So this is the normal one. It's actually quite a lot of volume added already, but you can see it actually looks really gentle. It looks really flattering. So what I'm going to do is a sort of shorter version and flare it double. So you nearly get a circular sleeve, which is really nice, like on summer dresses and like a floaty chiffon or something. So I'm going to work you through the whole drafting process and also going to show you little hints and tips for your own design. So let's have a look at how we're going to do a super flared sleeve. So this is the original flared, and as you can see it's quite gentle. Yeah, it's quite variable, it could be lovely in a wool, it's sort of quite day wear as well as sort of, it could be in a heavy silk for evening, be quite beautiful. But what I'm going to show you now is basically going to chop it off, so it looks like this. And then we're going to super flare it, so it becomes very Ossie Clark, with a beautiful sort of florally printed dresses in the most finest chiffon, so it's very beautifully. Fantastic illustration as well, have a look at it. So we need, as always, a piece of pattern cutting paper and we need our basic bodice sleeve block. So I'm going to just draw around it, and I think I'm going to make it even shorter than the elbow line, because I think it's that sort of sleeve, even if it's super long and then maybe even gathered, so it's a bishop sleeve, or you want it quite short, so maybe it covers the top half of your arm but it isn't too long. So I've traced around it. I'm gonna mark my elbow line first and then draw a line to the top of my sleeve, a right angle, which is my straight of grain. Okay, so first of all I'm going to shorten it. I will make it quite short. So that's quite, I'm going to make it even shorter. And that's why it's really nice with parallel lines when you pattern master. You can just chop it off. And now, can you see the first thing I'm going to do? Can you see this actually comes in? So I'm going to first of all straighten it out, because if it's super flared, you don't need that angle. Okay. Okay. Then I'm just going to draw lines across the whole. I'm going to do it every 4 centimeters. These are my cutting lines. I'm going to cut into them and open them up to create my volume. So you still need your notches for fitting your sleeve. So I'm going to actually mark them in orange, because there's going to be so many lines and gluing. So I'm going to mark my top shoulder and my 2 notches in orange. Now I'm just going to cut everything open and spread it. So let's spread it out. So you can see I've left it attached at the front top, so I can spread it out as much as I want to. So if you think about this would be like a half circle, which would be quite big. And then it's quite interesting because when you top of your sleeve head actually changes direction. It's not curved anymore, it's concave. So I think this is a bit too much, so I'm gonna make it a quarter sleeve. So I'm gonna make it, so I still got a bit of a sleeve head, but it's gonna look like this. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at my gaps, and I'm thinking overall each gap needs to be, I'm gonna make them, that's 6, that's 4, that's 4, that's 6. So average 5 centimeters. So I'm just gonna, this is one I glue down, 5 centimeters, or you can use your parallel line and your pattern master. Then glue it down again, and you're just gonna go around the whole sleeve. Just match the bottom to your 5 centimeter line. And the same again. So 5 centimeter parallel lines, and we match the next bit. So this technique you can apply to, you can create sort of flounces as well, or peplums. It's just a really easy way, it's called slash and spread of creating volume. 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters. So we're nearly done. Last thing I'm going to do once I've done my last 2 bits of volume is to redraw my curve and then cut it out so you can see the shape. And that's the amazing thing, once you start into pattern cutting, don't be so worried if it doesn't look, because this doesn't look like a sleeve head anymore. But that's because you created all this volume, and it will still fit into your armhole and still give the sort of same shape. And there's some sort of Pierre Cardin 1970s sleeves that are completely the opposite of what you think a sleeve would look like. But they still work. So I'm going to redraw trace that line. Just stick some paper. And the easiest way of making sure your curve is even is actually that you trace from each side. Just continue that line. And where they meet in the middle, that's where your curve is. And that way you get a really nice, simple curve. Because you don't want it wobbly, you want it really smooth. And you need to get it right in paper, because if you're working quite a fine fabric, you can't alter it. It sort of needs to be perfect in your trowel. Because if it's like something like that really floaty, it's quite tricky to change your curve on the fabric. So then you can suddenly get like really wonky stuff. So this is a lovely smooth curve. I'm going to quickly cut it out so you can see the shape. And then we can put it together and show how big it is. So, you can see this looks massive, but if you put it together, it's quite a nice sort of capped sleeve, really floaty, and it's going to look lovely in a drapey fabric. Okay.